Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my Zoombinis theme for May in my main bullet journal. If you don't know what Zoombinis are, it is a computer game from the mid to late 90s. It's originally called The Logical Journey of the Zoombinis, and I played it as a kid growing up. So for me it is super nostalgic, and yeah, it's essentially you follow this kind of scavenger hunt style path through this land, and you're trying to get these little blue characters called Zoombinis to Zombiniville, which is like the goal destination, and you have to do a bunch of puzzles that get harder and harder the more times you do them. Yeah, so it's a super fun game. Highly recommend you check it out there's archived versions, I think, that are for free right now. Yeah, I highly recommend. And so I used this as kind of my inspiration for this theme. So my page right here is an index, which is kind of the map of the Zoombini journey, and I drew in little icons that matched all of the pages for my spreads. They do not go in this order in the game. However, I reordered them in order to suit what spreads I wanted to go where. This first main spread is my cover page, and I moved things around so that I would have my goals page on this page as well. So for my cover, I just did May in kind of a bold font that reminded me of the cover of the Zoombinis video game case. And for the goals page, I did an art recreation of kind of the intro load game page where you select the game that you're wanting to play. I didn't write down any of my goals really. I have one main goal, and that is to move. We're moving in May, and it's going to be super stressful and busy. So I'm honestly counting it as a success if we make it to June and we have successfully moved. So that's my main goal. I'm sure I will add other goals as I get closer to May and I have other things that I want to accomplish, but trying to keep things simple for now. This spread is based on the beginning of the Zombini game, where you have to make all of your Zoombinis to go with you on the journey. I played this game so much as a kid, and I always had a couple of character traits that I always wanted to use. So you pick from a grid of different hairstyles and eyes and noses and feet, and I always wanted my characters to have the wide eyes and the ponytails, and I liked the purple noses. I was like hugely girly, which is great. So yeah, my goal with this page was to use it as a mood tracker. So I'm not sure how well it's gonna work, but I have assigned each trait kind of a category of a thing that I track on a daily or mood basis. So the hairstyles are how much effort I put into my outfit. For the feet, I'm using those to track how low or high my energy is in a given day. And then the two middle rows are for more traditional, like kind of happy, sad, irritated, angry, calm, that kind of thing. We'll see. So I am going to possibly draw in a new Zoomini every day in May. Hopefully. I'm not sure how well this spread is going to work out, but I wanted to try and do something that was kind of more multifaceted for my mood tracker. And you know, ideally each one will show more specifics of a day than just, you know, coloring in one thing to sum up an entire day. That's always felt a little bit too one note. So yeah, hopefully this works out. I will do an update at the end of May. I will probably post it on my Instagram. If you're not following me on there, it is kellyannemakesart. And I will let you guys know how this turns out. So this is going to be my habit tracker. This is, I think it's called the Titanic Tattooed Toads or something like that in Zoombinis. It is a puzzle where you have to find the correct path across the lily pads. So for my habit tracker, I am assigning one habit to each potential path across the lily pads. That way, since I'm moving this month and things are going to be really hectic, I don't have to worry about trying to do everything every day, and it's more when I do something, I can check it off. And I'm going to use like a black marker, I think, to outline each lily pad on their own path. We'll see. It might be a little too convoluted, but I'm hoping it works because I'm just so fond of the idea. I really hope it works out. This spread is based on the Stone Cold Caves puzzle, which is honestly one of the easier puzzles in Zoombinis. You just have to put the Zoombini in front of the right path, and there's no real consequences for not getting the right path in time, so it's just a little tedious. So I drew the characters from the Stone Cold Caves, and I added some of my favorite quotes that they've said. They have such fun voice lines. I tried to include a lot of the voice lines where I could. I just love the quotes from this game. And then this page is for my expenses on the one side, and then a playlist of the month on the other. This spread is based on a hotel. I think it's called Hotel Dementia, where you have to get the Zoombinis in the right hotel rooms before it closes. And this is just going to be my master packing list spread, where I write down what I've gotten packed, what I need to still pack, just anything relating to packing. I just kind of wanted a loose, open page where I could capture any of my packing stress on paper. This was one of my favorite puzzles in Zoombinis when I played it as a kid. This is the pizza, I think they're called the pizza trolls level, and you have to make a custom pizza for each pizza troll. They want a really specific combination, and you've got different assortments of toppings, and like the ice cream sundae has different variations that you can use, and they will only let you pass if you give each pizza troll the right pizza. So it is sort of a game of trial and error, but it is super fun, and they have really fun voice lines that my siblings and I all used to quote to each other. I am using this spread for a food of the month tracker. In addition to moving, there's going to be a wedding in the family, and there's also going to be a family reunion. So I know it's going to be a really interesting month, and there's probably going to be a lot of fun food. So I figured I would want to remember it. So hopefully this is a fun spread, and it'll be fun to kind of look back on what we ate in May. So this next spread is based on the first of 2 save points in the game, which I think they call them like shelter campsites or shelter rock or something like that. So I am using each one as half of a sketch of the day page. So this first one I'm doing 16 days, and then the next one is going to be 15 for the second half of May. And in each slot where you would put the Zoombini to save and then come back later, I'm putting a slot to do a little mini sketch of the day, which is a super fun spread. I used to do it all the time before COVID. It is not as much fun to do during COVID because your days all look the same in quarantine, but we are all vaccinated now, and I'm looking forward to this month being eventful again. This is my first weekly. The art on the side is based on the Allergic Cliffs, which is a level where there's 2 cliffs and you have to cross like a bridge. There's 2 bridges, and one of the cliffs is allergic to half of your Zoombinis and the other one is allergic to the other half. And you have to figure out which Zoombinis can cross which path based on sort of process of elimination. Like they'll only accept certain features like blue noses or roller skates. And you have limited chances, so it's a very fun level. And yeah, I did little art prints of each Zoombini level for my weeklies. This is the first quotes page. So in addition to 4 weeklies, 1 for each week of May, I'm also doing 4 quotes pages, 1 for each week. This is another one that's fun to do when you know you're going to have a lot of people around or just an eventful time. I'm looking forward to capturing quotable moments from my niece and nephew and my family and people who I'm around. So this is the second half of the sketch of the day spread with May 17 through 31, and it is the second campsite. This is the final spread for my May Zoombinis theme. This is the highlight of the day, where I kind of write down one line about what was great about the day. And I have set it in Zoombinisville. So this is the destination of the video game. So everybody's kind of celebrating. There's fireworks going off. Yeah, I thought that would be kind of fitting for a highlight of the day spread. I think this theme turned out super cute. I definitely put so much work into it. There were almost 10 hours of footage and far more of me sketching and doing research in advance. But I definitely think it was worth it because I think this theme is super cute and I love doing these art themes that are kind of inspired by something from my childhood. I've done Brambley Hedge, I just did Stardew Valley, I did American Girl dolls last fall. It's always something really fun to revisit as a grown-up. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this theme. Let me know if you have any comments or suggestions. Let me know what your favorite puzzle is if you've played Zoombinis, and if not, you should definitely check it out. It is a top tier game, definitely. And be sure and come and follow me on Instagram if you want to see how any of the spreads that need filling out turn out at the end of May. I will definitely post completed spreads. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, I will see you next time.